Hello, fellow digital soldiers, and welcome to True Reporting. It is the 1st of March, and on today's podcast, we will be covering the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, and his allegations that could bring him down. Also, we all know about his foundation, the Trudeau Foundation, linked to pedophilia. Also, Trudeau could be linked to NXIVM, which I will get into furthermore if you do not know what the NXIVM sex cult is. But before we get into any of that, my friends, would you go ahead and click the bell to get notifications so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. Also, follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like. The more likes that this video receives, the more times that it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So again, if you were unaware about Justin Trudeau, we are going to get into something that could potentially bring him down and expose him for the monster that he is. So it says, explain the case that could bring down Canada's Justin Trudeau. The Prime Minister is facing his first major scandal with claims of political pressures to prosecutions. So it says, what's going on in Canada? Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is facing the biggest political scandal of his administration. The affair centers around allegations that his former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould was improperly pressured by some of his closest advisors to prevent the prosecution of a large Canadian engineering firm over the accusations of fraud and bribery. And she was probably held back from actually prosecuting this company because he was getting kickbacks from it. Come on, let's not be naive about any of this, correct? So it says, furthermore, thus far, the scandal has been politically costly. Gerald Butts, a longtime friend of Trudeau, and his closest advisor resigned 2 weeks ago. Wilson-Raybould has resigned too. A handful of polls are showing the scandal is politically unpopular for the governing Liberals, which is worrying for them, given there is a federal election in October. So what is this company accused of? It is based in Montreal. It is accused of paying $48 million worth of bribes in Libya to Muammar Gaddafi's family in order to secure lucrative contracts. So again, I guarantee you the Trudeau family also got kickbacks from this. Bad stuff. This guy is going down. Trump doesn't like him. We're well aware of that. This guy is bad news. And I think the liberal side of Canada, we know it can be pretty liberal up that way, leftist. I believe that's going to change, and hopefully they'll follow in the footsteps of America, a nationalist, progressing country. And so I wanted to show you this, which is extremely interesting and where I tie in everything together. It says, from Anonymous, the NXIVM case is high stakes. So much so that a team of 20 lawyers is defending the accused funded by Seagram heiress Claire Bronfman. Yes, Seagram, that makes the beverages, gin, etc. So if you are a customer, stop. You are indirectly funding sex trafficking, slavery, and pedophilia. And here, my friends, is where we get into it. It says here, Justin Trudeau is in a big political scandal right now in Canada. He is accused of pressuring the Attorney General to drop a case against SNC Lavalin, a company in Montreal. Seems like Trudeau is finished, for real. Here's the part that isn't being reported. Hashtag NXIVM in Trudeau's scandal. There's indications the lobbying that took place to improperly interfere with the SNC Lavalin case may have come from Trudeau's friend Stephen Bronfman, cousin of Seagram's heiress Claire Bronfman. The SNC Lavalin scandal, which is all over the news in Canada this week, is connected back to the key term NXIVM sex cult. Personalities such as the Bronfmans through al-Saadi Gaddafi, son of former Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. The Edmonton Sun is reporting that SNC Lavalin allegedly paid for a sex-filled trip across Canada for al-Saadi Gaddafi. Security firm Garda World has hired by SNC to escort Gaddafi across the country as he has picked up escorts in city after city. According to Canadian federal police, al-Sadi Gaddafi, the son of dictator, his father, Gaddafi, was paid $160 million in kickbacks for steering major contracts in Libya to SNC-Lavalin, Canada's biggest engineering and construction company. So he's getting kickbacks from a country that is whose prime minister is connected to Nexium. Unbelievable. This is going to bring him down, guys. It's not even being reported on. Bribes bought Gaddafi's son, luxury yachts, unsealed documents allege. Described among the historical events of the scandal is how former SNC controller Stéphane Roy was involved in an alleged plot to smuggle al-Sadi Gaddafi and his family to Mexico using false documents. Do you know how huge that is? That is unbelievable. Continuing, Seagram's heiress, Sarah Bronfman, it says here, widely regarded as a financier of the Nexium cult, married Libyan nationalist Basit Igdit and was appointed the U.S. Libyan Chamber of Commerce. She is the cousin of Trudeau's chief fundraiser, Stephen Bronfman. Justin Trudeau and his mother Margaret have been closely linked to many members of the former U.S. President Barack Obama's administration. In May of 2016, through Trudeau's brought Stephen Bronfman brought him along to an official state dinner with Obama at the White House. So these two families, one owning a Nexium sex cult, the other one being the Prime Minister of Canada, is in direct contact with the Obamas, direct contact with Gaddafi's son, all intermingling with prostitutes, with kickbacks, with yachts, anything you can think of. This is so much corruption, it is mind-blowing at this point. It remains unknown how all of this connects together, but a few things are clear. First of all, Justin Trudeau is all of a sudden facing the biggest political scandal of his time. Many Canadians are saying they believe Trudeau is finished as Canada's Prime Minister. Neil Bruce, the president of SNC, may have profited hundreds of millions of dollars as a result of kickbacks and bribes with Libya. Bruce is a business partner of Stephen Bronfman, the cousin of Seagram's heiress, Sarah Bronfman, who is linked to Libya and the Nexium sex cult. I find it of particular relevance that our POTUS, real Donald Trump, was one of the first world leaders to call out Trudeau as a problem. Absolutely. He did not hesitate to do so yet. Did not hesitate to do so yet was criticized by liberals at the time. Looking back, it seems like Trump's sixth sense is proving accurate again. Absolutely. And then we can see a crying Trudeau. A lot of people say he could be a transgender. He's also, hey, why don't you take a look at this? More proof in the pudding. Pedophile Peter Doglish and Justin Boy Lover symbol Trudeau. Here they are, and here's a wonderful picture of the same man. Unfathomable at this point, my friends. If only you knew how bad things really are. 326:18. This is why is he making that face? Unbelievable, guys. Sickening. So you heard me read out Boy Lover Trudeau, and this is why I said that. So it says here, from Trudeau's Foundation PDF. I went over this months and months ago last year when this all came out, and I'm sure some people are aware of it, but it says, I had to link the archive because moments after this went up on 8chan, the deep state monitors apparently notified their chain of command and Trudeau's whole site went down. So I want to show you, this is the logo of Justin Trudeau's foundation. Why am I pointing this to you? Because FBI symbols, FBI logos, it says here. I will blow it up for you so you can see real quick. Excuse me. AKA Boy Lover. Just like I read earlier, Boy Lover Trudeau. This is the FBI symbols that are used to get underground pedophiles arrested. This is from January 9, 2017. These are all the logos, guys. So this is the exact same logo as that. The exact same logo. So, strange things happening, my friends. Very strange things are occurring. And NXIVM is in a world of hurt too. It says, court hearing, prosecution confirms there will be superseding indictments in March, which means they're pushing these indictments ahead of others to get it out there, to get the arrest made. There were several major deployments at today's status conference in the case of the U.S. versus Rainier. He was the one who headed up NXIVM sex cult. But like a great orchestra conductor, the presiding judge, Nicholas G. Garifas, made it clear that the prosecution and the defense attorneys are both going to play the way he wants them to play. The biggest news was that the prosecution's announcement that a superseding indictment will definitely be issued in the next few weeks. That is huge. No more maybes, no more if possibly may. It is happening, guys. And it says here, a superseding indictment is going to be issued sometime between now and mid-March. Which is exactly what Frank report indicate, which was going to happen in an earlier post. So definitely these people are going down. What does this all mean? It means, first and foremost, at least some of the current defendants, Keith Rainier, Claire Bronfman, Allison Mack, Nancy Salzman, Lauren Salzman, and Kathy Russell are definitely going to be facing some new charges. Whether there will also be some new defendants named in the superseding indictment is an open question at this time. But it's hard to see how the attorneys for any new defendants could be ready by April 29th. So, what does that mean? These people, they're the heiress. The Bronfmans are the heiress to the Seagram's gin fortune. These are multi-billion dollar worth people, net worth, and they are being arrested. They're being arrested. This would never have happened if Hillary Clinton was in office. This would never have happened if a Democrat was in office, because they are all linked together. So you cannot tell me, people who think that they're being skeptical and they think that this is all some kind of conspiracy theory. Trump is getting things done. You would never see a multi-billion dollar heiress to a fortune being arrested for sex trafficking, pedophilia, sexual assault, all of this from a sex cult. My friends, things are moving along quite fast, and we need to keep ahead of the curve. We have to. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or my Patreon in the description box below. And friends, be kind and loving to one another. Many more podcasts on the way. And be sure to look out for those live streams also. We do call-in shows on this channel from 8 to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekend. Guys, take care of one another, and I will talk to you very soon. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.